In a minute, it ain't
Can't
that
act
50
like
gonna be gone. It's gonna be higher than that though.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately,
better catch it when you
y'all better
can.
come on,
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is, though. I ain't finna harp on that shit, man.
No, it's all good.
Feel me, man. Celebrate the B-Day.
Yeah, man. So how did that go,
Man,
bro?
That shit was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You ain't wake up on no bullshit, did you?
No.
You ain't tell nobody. I don't smell no eggs and bacon.
Hell nah, man. I went to work that day.
You went to work?
That morning. I went to work
Okay.
that morning. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, the rest of the day was open. You know what I'm saying? Then my lady took me out. You feel me? Treated me real good. Meal, nice. You know what I'm saying? And we celebrate something for her as well. Cause
Oh yeah.
she just hit a milestone at her job. So
Okay.
it was like, wow, perfect time. Like,
Yeah, that's
celebrate
dope.
2 things. You know what I mean? I had a couple drinks. You know what I'm saying? Man, Chili's got some good margaritas, bro.
I know. I just went yesterday.
Yeah, man. Margaritas at Chili's.
I had that Casamigo Marg. That motherfucker was good.
I had the Don Julio.
How was that one?
That was smooth. Matter of fact, what I did, they got like flavored ones. So what I did, I had got a mango.
Yeah.
You know, I had never really had no flavored ones besides just the regular classic, you know, the lime and all that. So they had the mango one. I was like, man, can you swap out the I forgot what the Patron for the Don Julio.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they
had the Patron ones too.
Yeah, but I want that Don
Yeah,
smooth. So I was
yeah.
like, yeah, I'd rather go get the Don. You know what I'm saying? Had that going on. Shit, bro, that was, man, lovely, man.
Yeah, they got some good drinks.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta give it to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know
nah, for real.
You know the ones that don't really be advertising them like that. Them be the ones that be having them drinks for real.
Yeah, and I like them. What's the name too? It's a spot called La Coretas.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Man, authentic Mexican restaurant, bro. When I tell you that shit, the food is good and the drinks. You know how certain places water the shit down? Nah, man, you getting all that alcohol with them.
Straight up.
You leave that motherfucker feeling good and full. You hear me?
He said authentic.
Man,
They gonna make sure you know what I mean? You gonna feel that.
Good food, good drinks, yeah, good atmosphere, period, man. It's dope.
Yeah, I heard of that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter of fact, no, I heard of it, and somebody else had posted it. Like
for
they
real?
went out with like a group of friends and shit.
Good place.
And I seen like the size of the drink was crazy, like them deep ass.
Yeah, bro. Them motherfuckers is huge.
Yeah,
Get you right.
yeah, for real. Yeah. Matter of fact, and then like, you know, I've been looking at the black foodies on Instagram. You know, they always pick like the spots that people probably never heard of, or like spots in the neighborhood that you didn't know was there. And then like
That is true.
And what I've been noticing, man, Hyde Park is like that like that. I guess you could say Black Wall Street in a sense, because there's a lot of black businesses there.
Yeah.
And they and the reviews is off the charts, man. I haven't seen not one bad review from anybody. Like even when I read the comments, I don't see nobody saying, man, service is awful. None that's like, man, they not lying.
See, Hyde Park too also is one of the prestige areas in the city.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So you gonna have some spots out there that's gonna be,
top notch.
Yeah, but they don't get advertised as much as the regular places. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm sure of it. I want to actually go down that way and eat. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy the atmosphere.
Like Soul Prime or Soul Vegan or something like that.
Yeah,
I want to try it out. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
It's good to, and that got me intrigued because, like, you know, if you're not naturally a vegan, you know, transitioning to straight veganism is kind of different. But for them to add a hint of that soul in there, it kind of got me, you know what I mean, wondering. I mean, hopefully it ain't just like no overseasoned food. Like, I hope it's like whatever that vegan food is, but you still get that soul flavor or that soul.
I'm sure of it.
The sides give you that soul food vibe. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what that's really what I've been having a taste for lately is soul food for some reason. Like, yeah, man.
They ain't got too many spots like that.
Yeah, you really gotta go like, into the city for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I think they got one on 79th, don't they? A soul food place.
I think it might be. I wouldn't be surprised,
I think
honestly. Because I know when I was going to an Urban Lux, I passed by some soul place that was on 79th, going down 79th. I think it might have been Soul Prime, something like that. I know I had soul in the title. Shit was good as hell. You know what I mean? But man, bro.
You tried it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
They definitely on the list though.
All right.
You know, what else on the list.
This show
right here. You know
yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? Man, we back again, brand new episode. No Insurance Podcast. I am the host, Nate the Great, and I got my dog to the left.
Trouble T in this motherfucker, man. How y'all feeling today?
That's us, you know what I'm
Yep,
saying? Y'all
just
kicking
us.
it with us, you know what I mean?
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, man. And then, like, you know, like how I was saying, how we was talking about Hyde Park and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's have you had Chicago's waffles? I know they got a Chicago's home house of chicken waffles, but have you had
Right.
Chicago's waffles?
No, I'm not.
Oh man, bro. They on my list too. I seen something they had going on. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? And then
This
Point
was
put
on
me,
the page?
yeah. And
Okay.
that Point put me on because he was at that spot on my beat. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
let me know what it's hitting for. Like, what is going on? Hit me like with a voice message. Like, man, bro, this is my spot right here, man. You gotta come check this shit out for real. Like, it's, you know, it's like he says, like, to me, it's from how he sounded like it was one of them hidden gems. You know what I mean?
Where's that?
I know they got a couple locations. Like, I know one is in the city, like right off, I think, State Street. There's another one. They mainly on the west side, though. I will say that.
Okay,
I
okay.
think it's one like in Willowbrook, but
Damn, Willowbrook.
yeah, I'm like, damn, I'll jump down. You know what I'm saying?
Right, shit. No, it was a spot that was on Stony. I don't think it's there no more. I think they changed the restaurant, but it was like a chicken and waffle joint.
Yeah.
And the food was good, you know, service was good also, man. Like, and then like at the time when I went, my daughter was younger. She had like the waffle, like, but it was cut into like Mickey Mouse shape. They actually did that shit for it was on like the kids menu part. Yeah, and the food was good. It was real good. I mean, I hate when they have good restaurants that has good food and then they tear that shit down and turn it to something else.
I
I don't
hate
be
that shit
getting
too,
that shit, man. Like, it blows me because motherfuckers be vibing with it and then you just snatch it away.
Yeah. Shit, then you know they got like them ghost kitchens.
Uh-huh.
Them man, I done had some good ghost kitchens, man. And I just be like, damn, why they ain't got their own building yet? You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
Because, you know, they making a killing on like Uber and DoorDash and stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
But it's like, bro,
But
like,
that's
you really be surprised. Like, you'll hear there like a restaurant that pop up on that list that you ain't never heard of before.
Yep, that's true.
And you'll see like, oh damn, this located over here. You know what? Fuck it, I might just have them. I might just take delivery, get them, because you know you might look it up and you don't see it. So you like, nigga, where is it at?
And then that's the way anyway with DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that, because like a lot of people don't even really go out to restaurants like that no more. They rather get it, you know, B&B in the peace of their home. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So like those restaurants that you're talking about, they don't get advertised as much because everybody is doing it. You can find it more on them sites, but like to actually pull up on it, motherfuckers ain't doing that. I like the what's the name too, food truck shit.
Yeah, a lot of the food trucks is been booming.
That shit's been booming lately, man. I've been seeing a lot of them lately.
Yeah, it's funny, like it's kind of a convenience for me when we get on our first break. A food truck pull up to the job.
Y'all get a food truck. See, that's what I was saying. We need to talk to the plant manager and let her know about. We need a food truck at least on lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that'll be dope, man. They give you that bullshit in the vending machines. That's the same old
That
shit.
be overpriced as hell.
Overpriced and it's the same shit.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody finna sit here and pay no goddamn $6-7 for no motherfucking little pizza that you got in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying that much for that. Some bullshit. It's highway robbery, bro. Like, you give us a food truck, goddamn it. That's dope. Y'all got one though.
Yeah, he pull up first break every day, unless it's like a holiday approaching. Like if it was around like the week of Christmas or something,
Right.
we know it's gonna be a short work week, so he don't even really come that time. You know
Of
what I'm
course,
saying?
makes sense.
Then we probably have a Christmas party that week too as well, so it worked out in that way. But like that was the first thing that stuck out to me my first day there when my boy was like, "Hey, it's a food truck outside." I'm like, "Word?
Yeah.
I get a food truck?"
Right.
He there. He come through.
We say like, what? Music to my ears.
Yeah,
God damn
you
it,
feel
what
me?
y'all got in this motherfucker?
Yeah, he come with a variety every time, man.
So what he got? Like, is it the same
like,
shit or he
Yeah,
switches up?
He keep it simple. Like you might get a couple little cold cut sandwiches on there. You might get a Philly steak on there. Might get pizza on certain days. Slices like big dump slices of pizza on certain days. He's a Spanish guy, so I was like, yo, y'all ain't got no pozole? Like, you know, I see you got the soups and shit. Like, can I get some
Right.
Pozole? He was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to the lady that I be getting my food from because I know she have it sometimes. So I'm gonna tell her start leaving some on my truck. That way, when I pull up, if you ever got a taste for that,
What
I
about
got something on it.
Mexican corn? He ain't got it.
No, he ain't had that one.
No.
I don't think, but you know what? By request, he probably will.
Okay.
Cause I ain't, you know what? I ain't think of that shit either. But he had come with the enchiladas, burritos, tacos, and like I said, pizza slices certain days.
Got tamales.
Yeah, he be having the tamales too.
Authentic tamales are the best, bro.
He definitely be having them on deck.
God, man.
For real.
Not that store-bought bullshit, man.
I'm
No,
talking about
yes,
I'm
bro.
talking about that shit be in the Ziploc.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, you gotta unfold that motherfucker. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I ain't had one of them in so long.
Man, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't had one of tamale in a minute either. I used to get that shit from Taco Burrito King. I get it from them.
Okay.
They had like the meal, so I get it from them. If
Yeah.
I, you know what I mean? Whenever I couldn't like make a decision on the simple shit, like if I wanted 3 tacos, if I wanted a burrito or something, I'd be scrolling. I'm like, oh shit, y'all got tamales back. I'm finna grab them. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't eat none of that extra shit like Taco Bell and all that shit. I don't eat that shit, man. I can't. That meat just suspect. I can't fuck with it. It's just nasty now.
And you know, I used to, and that's why I think and it's funny when I was a kid, right? You know, being in school, I tell one of my boys like, "Hey man, I'm finna go get some Taco Bell." Like, you know, y'all ever had that? Yada yada. Like, man, you don't eat that shit. I just wonder why they would get mad. He said, "No, we don't eat them."
Nah,
he said, that ain't authentic
cool
right
on
there.
It's not.
That ain't the taco.
You gonna give me a taco. I need to go to an actual authentic Mexican restaurant, bro.
That's when I got introduced to Pepe's and Lalo's.
Now there you go.
You know,
I do that. Yeah, Pepe's
that
got
hot
some
sauce.
good food. I used to stay right, like, man, not far away from a Pepe's. I would leave out my apartment. That's when I was like in my childhood years and shit. I leave out the apartments, and right when you open up the gate and like walk a few steps to Pepe's, right there. Yeah. So it was like on like certain Fridays, you know what I'm saying? You know how during the week when you grow up with you know what I'm saying, in a household where you got routine.
Yeah.
And you know, certain days was your mama was cooking them certain days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Monday through like Thursday. Well, I say Sunday through Thursday.
Right.
Your mama cooking. And then like Friday, we'll go get like some Pepe's, you know what I'm saying? Or like pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Saturday it'll be some, you know, sometimes she'll cook on Saturday, but then Saturdays might be pizza or, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or some shit like that. But yeah, so them Fridays we used to go up there right up the street from it. And when I tell you, bro, man, some of the best tacos, I think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's kind of how we did it with the routine. Like, let's say Sundays was iffy. Cause some Sunday my mom would cook or my dad would cook, or we might
So y'all done had a soul food Sunday?
No, we didn't. No. I ain't gonna say we didn't have it often. I know we definitely had some soul food on Sundays, but like Sundays usually was like after church, go out to eat.
Okay.
Or if my mom did decide to cook, she would cook something pretty big. I don't know. I don't think it was always soul food all the time, but it was definitely nice something heavy, something get you full.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There
And
you
then
go.
too, like you said, you know, throughout the week, they'll probably cook it. And the weekend come, you know, Friday night, y'all probably get some food. That's how it was. For us, like Friday nights usually was either Chinese food,
Okay.
maybe pizza, and probably chicken from either like churches or KFC or Popeyes. Either one, whoever had the deal, probably that's who we got it from. But then Sunday and Saturday, we might go out. They probably take me to the mall, or we go to movies or something, or like it might be go to the mall and then go to the movies after the mall, and then go to eat after the movie, and then go home, or you know what I mean? Because sometimes Saturdays, like I said, my pops in the fraternity, so they and my mom in the sorority, so they might have sorority and fraternity meeting. That's like probably a good chunk of the day, and then when that's over with, you know, it's trying to wind down.
Yeah.
Or again, so I would probably be at my grandma's house, and since I had friends by my grandma's house, and I was outside playing with them, and then, you know, when the meeting over with, they probably pick me up and take me back to the crib, or we might stay out there that weekend and then go home Sunday night. You know, it was always like the weekends was really whatever was going on. You gonna definitely try to fit in where you can have fun too, like, you know what I mean. So it ain't like while we at the meeting, you just stuck at the crib. You know what I'm saying? So that was the cool thing about it.
Now, It's one thing you said, and then my gears is turning now. I gotta ask questions.
All right.
Okay, you said your father was in a fraternity. All right, what fraternity he was in?
Phi Beta Sigma.
Oh, he's a Sigma.
Yeah.
Sigma man. Well, all right then. Okay, all
Yes,
right.
sir.
Now, your mother, what?
Yeah, AKA.
Sorority, huh?
Yeah, AKA.
AK, okay. All right. Now, the question that's pondering in my mind is why the hell you ain't do that? It's a thing, you know how families be like, okay, look, if I was in a fraternity, these kids gonna be in it too. What happened with you?
Yeah, bro. You know, honestly, they didn't.
They didn't push
They
you.
didn't push me.
No.
They really wasn't on it. Like, my mama wasn't on it. Like, you know, dad was Sigma. You should
Why
go
your
ahead.
ass ain't
Right.
one?
You know what I'm saying? Now I say my uncle more was like that because he a Sigma too.
Damn.
So they got that in common. So
This is your father's brother.
that's my mom, brother.
Okay, so
Like,
both
yeah,
of them.
Yeah, you know what I
Okay.
mean. So he more was like, why you didn't say you didn't? He was more so like, why you didn't want to be a Sigma?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, that just wasn't my interest. And then he was
Okay.
like, he said, but your dad won, and I'm like, but he never pushed me to do that. And I
Right.
brought it to his attention. I was like, man, he brought that up about why I never did it, and he was like, shit, because I didn't force you to do it. I didn't push that upon you. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I brought you around.
Yeah.
So a lot of my fraternity brothers know you from way high to now.
So with him bringing you around the people, that didn't give you nothing like, damn, this shit dope as hell. Maybe I might want to be a Sigma one day. Nah.
Cause you know what?
He was like, man, what the fuck is
No,
this?
it wasn't even that.
No.
That shit was cool. I liked it.
Oh, you liked
know?
it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But you know, when like I said, I went to junior college. Wasn't no fraternity pledging in junior college that I was at.
No.
Now on some other JUCOs you probably could have with a full on campus and stuff like that. But where I was at really wasn't like that. And then like I said, he never really pushed that on me. Like, you know, just because I'm a Sigma, you got to be a Sigma. Or because then too, a lot of my other friends who fathers got that's in fraternities and moms in sororities, like it's funny, like a lot of them didn't join the fraternities that their parents was in or sororities that their parents was in. So, you know, and then two, I seen how a lot of people that's heavy on that Greek stuff, like they really, you know,
Yeah.
they feel away.
That's
Like,
what I was
damn,
saying.
So you decide to go and be a fucking, you know what I'm saying? You decided to be with the who's that purple and gold, them niggas.
Q Dog.
Q dogs, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you decided to be a Q and you ain't want to be, but I'm a Sigma type. You know, they wasn't like
No,
that.
that's why I asked those questions, man, because when people cross over and they get, you know what I'm saying, branded and they, you know, they end the fraternity, they take that Greek shit serious. You know
And
what I'm
too, what
saying?
really turned me off, bro, and I know it ain't really. That's just movie, that's acting, but some of that shit they was doing as far as hazing goes, like from what I understand, it's
No.
really not like that.
Okay.
Some people, like some, you know, depending on I guess where you're at and how they feel about it, how serious they take it, they probably had them going through the ringer. But
Yeah.
from what when I asked my dad, he was like, yeah, hazing is a thing, but it's done changed from when I was in school to how it is now. So they didn't have to go through the hell
See.
that a lot. Like my cousin who went down south to Mississippi to college, and he a Sigma. He said he went through hell. His hazing.
That's what I was saying. Like, as the years go on, like, you know what I'm saying, they change that haze and shit. Like, your father probably don't have to do too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a lot older. But, like, with the future of it, these motherfuckers be just reckless for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
But what I will say is, they don't even know this shit because it didn't last that long. Like, it was so brief. Like, so when I was in school, I had went back for the last time. They was doing, I guess somebody that was there had a connection to a campus that was taken, that a lot of the students were transferring to as far as when they get out of JUCO and get to go to an actual college.
Mm-hmm.
Had connections, and for the ones that was planning on going to these certain universities, you know, he was going to try to, if he was interested in being in the fraternity, he could put the word in for you, stuff like that. So, you know, I did say, yeah, you know what, I'll probably keep it in the family. Instead of me just being a legacy to somebody, I do it, you know, or what what's the process and everything. So, you know, there's money involved, dues and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. All right, that's fine. And when he started talking about, I'll put you through this haze and shit, I'm like, but haze here? Like, hey, how you gonna do this shit? On here, like, I could see if I was out there somewhere, but here? And when the shit he was finna have me do, bro, I was like, man, I'm not doing that, bro. Not to fucking put on no royal blue and white. It's not happening. You're not finna have me get. I'm not showing up.
It's more to it than that, though, Nate.
No, but I ain't nigga. No. Fuck that. I'm not getting up at the crack.
Put on some royal blue and white. No, it's more to it than that, though. It's a lot more. It comes with like, you know, all type of shit back in the day with like different foundations.
Yeah, and that's cool. I don't mind learning the history.
Yeah,
and all
it
that
comes
shit.
with history. It comes with, you know what I'm saying, what the Sigma Man are stand for and all that shit.
But I'm not finna be
it's laws and
no
shit.
Crack of dawn to fucking do little odd jobs for you. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying?
So wait a minute, they do that shit like the army?
Yeah.
So they get your ass up at the crack of dawn and how you doing stupid shit.
That shit, bro.
Like boot camp, pretty much.
Talking about some A pledge. You gotta. This man told me.
Yeah.
He was like every Monday, 4:30 in the morning, I gotta take this man's car, and I have to hand wash his shit at one of them joints. Doing that. Fuck wrong with you? Your shit a beaner anyway. It ain't gonna be.
So
clean.
he had to, at 4:30 in the morning. He had to get up out of his sleep to wash this man's car on every Monday.
That was one of the objectives. He's like, every Monday I wash my car. I was like, huh?
Man, see, this is why.
Like, what I'm not doing that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I gotta come out of my pocket. No,
I couldn't do that shit, bro. That was not for me.
It was like a group of us. It was like 5 of us. I was the ace, so I was always up first. There's 5 of us that was thinking about doing it, and like, bro, when that shit and the two, it was.
So you did think about doing it?
I did, but like when that man said all these things we was doing, I'm like, I'm not doing that shit, bro. Cause you gotta think, right? I'm working, so that means I get off at night. Now I gotta get right back up
to wash this nigga car.
To take this man car.
Yeah.
I gotta drive from my house.
Yeah.
to your fucking office.
Yeah.
Take your car, take it to one of them spots, and then hand wash that motherfucker. You tripping? I'm not doing it.
Then you gotta bring your shit back.
Then I gotta bring it back.
Then you gotta take your ass back home.
And then I gotta go back home and get ready for school. Like what the fuck? You got me twisted, man.
Got your ass failing every class because you going to sleep in them motherfuckers.
I'm not going.
Fuck your letters.
That's why I bowed out at the right time.
Yeah, man.
My shit was dropping.
Man,
Grades was looking real
cool.
bad. I was like, I'm
that's
not doing that shit, bro.
I mean, to each his own. You know, certain people take that shit very serious. You know
shit, you ain't think about that at one point about when you decided about college and was you gonna join an organization?
I always thought about college, man, but I always wanted to go for basketball, man, because I wanted to play that shit so bad. That's what I wanted to go to college for. I wanted to get a scholarship for that shit. But like, as far as like, I've thought about it, but then like, it wasn't something that I took very serious,
right?
Because it was like, I don't have to say that I'm a Sigma man and get these different type of, you know what I'm saying, get into different events or, you know, have people respect you in a different way. I can get that shit on my own. I don't need a group of motherfuckers to do that. You know what I'm saying?
It's just the only thing that I don't like about the ones that's heavy. They was like, when they ask, like, so you never thought about it, or you have thought about it, but you didn't finish or whatever.
Yeah.
They continue to harp on it. Why you ain't finish? Or, why you ain't? Like, man, I could put in the word. It's a brotherhood and
and that's because they don't have nothing else to believe in but that. So that's why they take it so serious.
Because I'll be like, bro, that's fine and everything, but that ain't for me.
Yeah,
that didn't pique my interest like that. Like, I thought about it. I even tried to go forward with it, but
you know how certain shit be a thought and then it just leave? That's how it was for me. It was a thought and then I was like, it ain't that serious.
Yeah.
You know, I had a friend that did it. I actually watched him cross over. He went to Eastern Illinois, a Sigma. And he wanted me to come through. He was like, man, I'm crossing over this weekend, man. Slide to Eastern. I said, bet. So I went out there, man, and you know what I'm saying? It was a dope-ass atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? I kicked it with him, you know, the whole weekend, and I would actually see him, you know what I'm saying, go through the process. And it's a motherfucker. Yeah, it really is.
It really is. That's what I said, man. Some shit just ain't for you.
Nah, not for me. He did that shit. You know, more props to him, man. But shit, nah. Nope.
Like, you ain't got no, how you put it? You don't have any, like, regrets in life as far as, like, man, you know what? I was finna do that. Or you was close with it, and then something happened where it became a setback, or you just had to put a pause on it, or, you know, anything like that ever cross your mind sometimes when you, like, especially with us doing what we're doing right now, and seeing how far we done came.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was two things. One thing with me is I'm good with my hands. I'm hands on with everything. You know what I'm saying? And I work on cars and shit like that. And I actually went to high school because I went to CVS, you know, Chicago Vocational Career Academy, CVCA. And, you know what I'm saying, my major was auto mechanics, you know, auto tech. So I was like, man, bro, I was learning a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And I was getting good at it. And then I graduated out of high school and, you know what I'm saying, like I damn near got into Kennedy King and didn't go. You know what I'm saying? And because, you know what I'm saying, there was a lot of shit going on at the time and I couldn't really make it back and forth to there. So I was like, damn. And I could have furthered, you know what I'm saying, my skills. I could have had my own shop, you know what I'm saying, make shit work like that. That was one of, you know what I'm saying, a different career path I would have went down. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work out. So, you know what I'm saying, that it ain't a regret, but it's something I feel like I still could have pursued. You know what I'm saying? And another thing was me doing this rap shit. I fell in love with that shit young. I was rapping young. I used to have books. I used to, you know what I'm saying, write poetry, do all that type of shit. So, you know, because I was heavy into Tupac.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up just really like listening to him, like hearing his words and shit like that. That shit was so dope to me that I just took a liking to it.
Yeah.
And man, you know, we used to record shit. My brother do beats, so you know what I'm saying, when he created his own studio upstairs in my mama's attic, and we used to go up there and go hard, like making music and shit. And goddamn it, it's just, you know, when I started having kids and I was like, shit, man, well, I can't really further the career I want with the music because I need to make sure they straight need Pampers, milk, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Plus trying to make sure I got enough to do studio time and make sure I got this music out here. It was a lot going on, bro. And not enough income circulating at the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm not seeing the profit off of it, and it kind of just faded out, and I'm mad at that. Not really mad, but it was like a ugh.
Right.
Cause we was, man, bro, we was grinding, we was getting to it. And then it just, you know.
Y'all had a chance to perform at showcases?
I did. Yeah, my partner, he was a rapper too, TB, you know what I'm saying? That was his name. And I performed a couple of places with him. I did an open mic thing up north with him one time. We got mad love that day. You know what I'm saying? A few haters, but you know how that shit go. Yeah. And the fact, the sad thing about it was motherfuckers that was in his camp.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. They were mad because he brought me on, and I was like, with the open mic thing, okay, now it was a chance for motherfuckers to showcase their music. Right, you know what I'm saying? This is open mic, right? So he got his partners with him, right? They rap too. TB get on that motherfucker, he doing his thing, you know, crowd liking that shit. None of the guys that's rapping in his camp is picking up the mic and doing they shit at all. They just standing around the stage holding that motherfucker. Man, bro, I got that motherfucking mic and I just started going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers started feeling it and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the promoter came and talked to me afterwards. You know what I mean? He was talking about, yeah, you dope. You know what I'm saying? He want to make sure that he tried to get some more shows with me. But then I kind of found out after a while he was kind of janky. So I didn't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's cool. But yeah, bro. So then like after the show, like maybe about a few days later, my partner hit me. He like, shit, motherfuckers was mad. I was like, mad at what? He was like, oh, they talking about some, you was getting more shine. And I was like, how was I getting more shine, bro? I was like, y'all motherfuckers sat right there, didn't even attempt to do the music that you motherfuckers say y'all recording. Right. So don't get mad at that. Get mad at yourself, bro. But yeah, man, it was crazy, man. Crazy times, man. Go, man. Crazy times. But that was one, and then I did one Navy Pier. Oh, I did one. Okay. Yeah. I did one in Navy Pier. That shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, bro, I did a few. There's another one I did too. I forgot what area we was in, but I took Jamal with me. Oh shit. Yeah, J-Rock. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he went with me that time. So yeah, I did a few of them, man.
That's hard. You know
Oh yeah,
getting a chance to just
That's why I say like,
off,
that's why I say like, when we came into this lane, it was like, oh man, this shit's perfect.
Yeah, for real.
It's just perfect for me. It was perfect for you too. You know what I'm saying? Because you like wanted to DJ, and then your mama was into it with the radio station and shit like that. So, bro, that's
what's
dope.
Funny, dog, was wild. I had found some going through some old stuff. My pops used to make tapes.
Yeah.
We had, and it all made sense because we lived in the city.
Now, what you mean make tapes? What type of tapes you used to make?
Audio joints, like put some music on tapes. So what do
you mean like when dub tapes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know we used to do that thing.
Yeah,
that
so but you know now was like
what
was crazy was like, see, I didn't realize that till I look back on it now. Like, you know, back in the city, like upstairs in the attic, you know, there was a room that had all the equipment, like the record player, CD player, tape deck, all that.
Yeah.
Speakers and everything. So
yeah.
So so what he used to do is, you know, whenever he would buy like a new album CD, put it in the CD player, get a blank Maxell tape, like a 90-minute.
The Maxwell joint.
Yep.
I know.
Like a 90-minute joint, put it in there. As soon as the album began to play, or you could hear like the music about to come in, he crack it, let it record the whole tape. But
yep.
Once the tape stopped, finished
Side
off
B.
the album. You know?
Yep.
So I noticed he had one tape where he was just like messing around with the equipment, and he called it WSLY because the name's Sly. They call him Sly.
Right on.
So he changed it to WSLY. He did this when I was 3 years old because I saw the year on the tape.
Okay.
I was like, so when I'm hearing the tape,
yeah,
I didn't realize we had a microphone set up that was attached to like the CD player, so you could put the jack in.
Yep, I'm already knowing.
So I would hear like him being like a low key radio personality, introducing every
like
song.
Like a disc jockey.
Yeah.
It
was the funniest shit. So like I'm talking, bro, the tape was so well balanced. I'm talking from like, cause this was all 80s music, but the different genres, so it was well balanced out. So like the beginning half, it might have been some of the 80s R&B funk type stuff,
right?
And then right towards that middle, he hit you off with a couple rap songs, and then after that, it was just a variety. You know what I mean? But what I would notice, I would hear him talking
right
on there, and I was like, damn, I wonder where that microphone was at, because I never seen it as a kid. I just remember seeing that shit. I was like, damn, he did like fuck around and make a tape. You know what I'm saying?
So pretty much he had his own like radio station type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he did it to whereas how they used to do it back in like the 70s and shit. You know, they'll have play a song, and while the song playing, they'll talk a little shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's an oldie but goodie. You know what I'm saying? Say shit like that.
Yeah, he kind of reminded me of Sam Jackson and Do the Right Thing.
Right. There you go. Yeah,
you know Like how he was, when I was hearing it, I was like, damn. I just was like, damn, I wonder where that microphone at. Because I mean, all the equipment is right in front of me, so I'm just looking at everything, but I never spotted that microphone. I spotted every jack you could imagine in there. But
that's what you call the hidden gem.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one.
This shit.
Right. Every time that he was doing his shit on that motherfucker, he would bring it out. Yep. But if he wasn't doing that type of shit, he put that motherfucker up. Ain't nobody getting to the microphone. Yeah.
Because that was before that's before I realized he was more so into sales, as far as sales positions, sales manager and stuff like that. Yeah. That was his thing. My mom was on the radio, but maybe he caught that bug and was like, you know what? Got all this equipment. I got this microphone here.
It was something that he couldn't. Yeah, it was something he couldn't let go. It was a hobby that was like there, and he couldn't just let it go.
That's where I got all my.
Had to pursue it.
That's where I got all my crate digging and shit from him. All them. I'm talking about. We had Calgon cases, bro. Records on top of stacks on stacks of records, 33s, 45s.
Oh, you ain't got to tell me. I lived that same life. I seen it, bro.
Yeah, then
I seen 45, the little smaller records. You know what I'm saying? I seen the 8-track tapes, the motherfucking actual, you know what I'm saying, big records. Like, crates of them.
Talking about you had to put the coin on the record player. You know what I'm saying? That shit. You feel me? Like everything.
Yes.
So like
you talking that shit.
So that's when I was like, damn, that was definitely something I wanted to do. I got a kick out of that shit. And then, like I said, this coming from watching Rap City on TV, Raps 106 and Park, and then everybody jumping off and doing their own thing on the radio and stuff.
It's kind of funny how you say that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like we wanted to be on opposite sides.
Yeah.
And I'm going to explain that. The reason why I say that is because you wanted to be the nigga doing the interview.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You wanted to be the Fat Five Freddy's, the motherfucking Tiggers, the goddamn, you know what I'm saying? You know, the AJ the Freeze, you know, all them, you know what I'm saying? Them type of motherfuckers. I wanted to be the rapper. I wanted to be the one in the booth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be the one getting interviewed.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of funny how we come together and do it like this. This shit dope to me.
Yeah, that's kind of why I've been trying to tap in with certain ones. Like, hey man, if you got something going on,
yeah,
you want to do some Q&A, you feel me? Let us come on down and we do
for
the
sure,
Q&A,
for sure.
You know what I mean? So hopefully somebody, you feel me, remembers that and they decide to give us a shot, because that was something I was thinking about, because I was like, man, being at these certain events and shit, it's all good. Getting out there a little bit, people gravitating towards us, and we
starting to get
them.
Yeah.
But then it'll be nice, like, hey man, if you got something going on, we can chop it up there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And piece that shit all together. You know what I mean?
It's gonna all work out the way it's supposed to. You know, time management.
And too, I was seeing like on YouTube, you know, a lot of guys, they just guerrilla with it like that. Have their mics on them and wherever they at, try to come, hey, can I get a couple minutes, you know, with you? And they be like, yeah, come on, let's do it. And so like, it was funny. I seen what's that expo coming up? Exotica, that shit with the porn and the strippers, all that.
Oh
crazy shit. Like,
yeah.
Bro, that'd be kind of funny, like just to interview some of them, because they already in their element. We just the spectators, but we coming with the, you know what I mean? And
right.
Just having a quick little chop up.
And then the thing about it too, if a person sees like a microphone and you like filming something, they're gonna stop and want you to ask them a question.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because people like publicity.
Yeah, so that's why
they seeing they on camera, so they definitely gonna perform for that motherfucker.
Yeah, but I don't want to get out on the way, because next thing you know, 3 more motherfuckers do. Oh, they here too. I wonder how. I wonder what gave them that idea.
No, you right. You right. So yeah, you can't say too much.
I won't get out on the way, but that'd be kind of fly.
It would be.
Oh, that's a weekend thing anyway. It's 3 days. So it'd be kind of cool to just get in there one of them days and capture a whole bunch of shit, man.
No, that would be.
That'd be different, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what we doing.
With the ones that we interview with. Like, hey, look out for that collab now when it come out. It's gonna be, you know what I mean? So it's something, and it's a different look. You feel me? Like we already said, we want to do shit. We don't always want to keep it in one lane. We want to kind of, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, venture out. You know what I'm saying? Have different shit for people to look forward to, not just us on the podcast, but actually moving around in the city and doing shit with different people.
Yeah,
that'll be dope. You know what I mean? Everybody is always looking for something else. You know, of course they tapping into the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
That's first and foremost, but they gonna actually want to see us do different stuff. Like that's why we go to these Urban Love Cafe things and, you know, the vibe checks and shit like that, because it's needed. It's needed. You know what I mean? That's something that ain't what we want to do. It's something we need to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why y'all just gonna keep seeing our face out there.
Yeah, and then I don't know, man.
We getting recognized a lot more.
We getting recognized a lot, man, because I've been seeing our views jumped up
fast,
kind of fast lately.
Fast. Shout out to the viewers. We appreciate y'all,
man.
And the subscribers and the new people. If y'all haven't subscribed, come on and do it, man. Y'all watching, so go ahead and subscribe, man.
Yeah, it shocked to me. I was like, I looked up like, damn, this motherfucker just came out today.
Yeah,
900 some views that then, and I check it now. It was damn near at 2.3 thousand, 2.3K.
It's at 3
something,
3.2,
3.2. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all organic. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, man.
Absolutely.
I'm just loving it. See where it's heading. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the consistency is there, and people see that, and everybody can see that. You know, we ain't going nowhere. And all we doing is, you know, when you get into this atmosphere, you're comfortable. You know what I mean? You ain't got to do stuff to like make yourself look like something. You know, just be you. You know what I'm saying? Come on here and kick your shit. Enjoy the time that you have here, and also get people to know you at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
I love it. Man, but like as far as them vibe checks and everything like that, we do got another thing coming up also.
Yeah.
You know, with the Urban Lux Cafe.
Mo was telling us about it.
And shout out to Mo. Speaking of him, shout out to Mo, man. Like he just was actually on his story. You know what I'm saying? He was actually watching our interview. You know what I'm saying, that he did on us. So shout out to Mo, man. We appreciate you for doing all this shit, even with, you know, thanks for listening.
I think he was about to interview somebody. body.
Yeah, he was. He was about to interview somebody.
He's working on in the back. I'm still trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah, I was too. I was trying to figure it out, but it's all good. We'll talk to him.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh yeah. But shout out to Mo.
He's gonna be coming through here soon too.
Yeah.
We already talked about that, so we definitely gonna have that going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then too, like I said, the lot just
they tapped in.
Tapped back in with me. And matter of fact, Loski, shout out Loski, he wished me happy B-Day. I was like, yo, bro,
sure.
Let's get one in.
Yeah.
Let's get one up. So he said he gonna talk to Justo and see what his schedule is, and then put that together and cross podcast with them. You know
I'm with it.
Facts. Man, shit. Who else? Man, that's pretty much about it. Everybody that, you know what I'm saying, when they see us, come and tap in with us.
Better.
We appreciate that all the time. Yeah, man. Angie Stone passed away today.
Damn.
Yeah, I've been seeing that floating around, man.
Wow.
25 been crazy.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know she was like sick or anything or anything was wrong.
Yeah, definitely. That caught me by surprise.
That definitely did. She's was a dope artist.
Definitely.
I listened to her music. She got some good shit.
She was behind the scenes on a lot of shit too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had no idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all like D'Angelo Brown Sugar, man. She helped write that. So
yeah.
She definitely was one of them ones for real.
Mm-hmm.
She had been around for a while. I didn't know she was rapping back in the days, like when rap first really kicked off. She's a part of this group called Sequence. Two other females.
Okay.
They was rapping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
That's how a lot of well, not a lot, but certain ones in the game get started. They be in a group first. Missy Elliott was in a group too first before she had her breakthrough.
Signed Jodeci, somebody signed them.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
They had signed
was it
all
Sister or some shit
like
that?
Sister.
Yep, Sister. Yeah.
Tweet.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then it's amazing how they just start working together again and then they solo artists now.
And made some hits.
Hell yeah, made some hits. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
R.I.P. to Angie
y'all
Stone.
Googles fucking with us, man.
Yeah.
Do y'all Googles when y'all fucking with us on this
real
music
shit. We know.
Some of y'all might be familiar, some of y'all may not be. Do your Googles, man. I'm telling you, this shit helps for real.
It really do. Yeah, man. Nate, before we get up out of here, you got bars, right?
Shit. Nope. I do not.
I thought you sent Vega a beat.
Nope.
No.
I ain't do that. Hell no.
Hey, man, well, apparently Nate was supposed to send Vega a beat so he could get his bars off, but he didn't. You know, his birthday just passed, y'all, so he had some shit to get off his chest.
You know? I was enjoying myself.
See? Yeah, he had some shit to get off his chest, y'all.
I was enjoying myself for real, bro. I was. But I'm gonna do it eventually. I'm for real. The year's still fresh. I'm gonna do it.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna do one.
Oh shit.
I really gotta sit down and actually come up with shit, man. I don't want that shit to be janky. I want that shit to be on point.
Really though.
But not do it. You know what I'm saying?
So,
because you know the crazy part about it.
You really thought about rapping before?
I definitely did.
For real.
Straight up. Like it was funny. Like you used to freestyle in the 8th grade, but it was just easy to come up with shit. It didn't make sense. I was just saying shit, but it rhymed.
You was just saying shit that rhymed.
Yeah. And we some fucking, we added, so these motherfuckers thinking this shit cold. I'm like, it's really not. I'm just saying shit.
Hell no.
And it just happened to rhyme. That was all. That was it.
So where was y'all rapping at? In school? Like what, at lunch?
School.
Oh, after school.
It was never during like periods like.
Shit, we used to do that shit in lunch. Motherfucker make a beat on the lunchroom table, get it in.
But like, nah, we used to do it after school. And what's funny, like I said, my granny used to teach at the school. So one of the parents that would sell like candy and stuff after school for the kids to grab snacks when they get out.
Yeah.
She had seen me doing that with her grandson and somebody else. We was just all in a circle by the door, and her table was right there. And I'm just messing around. They like, go ahead. And I just said some stuff. So I tried to, and what I would do is I would take pieces of verses I remembered and do it like that.
Yeah.
And then throw whatever I could throw in there. And if it made sense, it made sense. So they was like, man. So then it would become a repetitive thing. Like, come on, man, let's rap again. I'm like, bro, I don't got nothing. I don't.
You had something that time. They gonna think you a rapper now.
Shit,
if you keep on sitting there buzzing out these shit, these rhymes that make sense.
But then, like I said though, But then, like I said, the shit, whatever I was saying, it just makes sense. The rhymes,
Oh, fuck.
I would know what words to follow it up with type stuff. And it
Yeah.
would kind of sound all right, but I never actually. But then when I actually tried to sit down and actually write, and I was
This
just,
is
that shit
like
was
too
different.
much.
I was just like, damn, okay,
Yeah.
I really gotta come up with shit like say, you know, it gotta make sense. And you know,
Yeah.
where I remember the website where we would get the lyrics from.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, like right, was that maybe 2000, 2001? They had some shit was called Rhymerator 2.0, where you could, you know, type your rhymes, whatever you came up with, right? But if you came to a stumbling block, you could tap the dude to give you an assist. So he would throw you a line.
Oh,
and you could
so
follow.
you had a ghostwriter.
That too. No, bro. but you know what's
He had
wild,
a
though?
ghostwriter.
But it wasn't one of them ghostwriters that'll just finish it for you or give you something to rap. No, he'll be on some like, he'll even say some shit like, bro, I helped you out already. You got to keep going. Yeah.
Everybody said, man, I gave you my time, nigga. Damn, what more do you want from me?
I gave you a bar. Now you got to come on and blah, blah, blah. And then like after you come up with the shit,
Yeah.
go over it. Like they'll proof it, like read it and see like,
Damn.
yeah.
They proofreading raps out here now. Let me check your shit out.
Yeah, proof it for you. They'll be
Okay.
like, 'cause they'll-
All right, that makes sense.
Because like if you finished, because like
crazy.
if you finished it,
Yeah.
and then they go through the whole proofreading and everything.
Okay.
Whatever didn't make sense. Okay, he said, well, okay, what if you said this?
Oh, a ghostwriter.
Shit like that.
He said,
feel me?
It's pretty
But he wouldn't take, but it wouldn't like completely just trash your shit. It'll just like take this line out and say this. That sound better. Keep deep and okay. Maybe
Okay,
switch this word
okay.
with that word and
Yeah,
all that.
give you
But
some aid and
yeah,
assistance.
that shit. But it
Yeah.
wasn't like how like niggas was saying like this nigga did the whole thing for you. No, you did was just rap it your way.
Right.
It wasn't more so like, nah, you got to come up with this. But yeah,
But I'm a proofread your
I'm gonna
shit.
give you a little something too.
Whatever.
Whatever can make it sound better than what it already sounds.
Right,
So I
right,
was
right.
like,
Okay.
So then like
This was 8th grade.
yeah,
But you know what? And I forgot to mention this too, man. Like, shit, you was talking about have I performed anywhere. Way before my other performances, I did an 8th grade talent show. I forgot all about that shit.
oh man,
Yes, I did, man. You know what I'm saying? Nice little thing. Rock the stage and everything. I try not to cuss. but
right. So you
I
trying to
didn't.
hold it
I
in.
didn't.
You trying to hold that together, like man. I don't want to slip these out.
Nah, I want to slip up because my raps had cussing in it. And I wasn't gonna be the one getting sent to the principal's office. Like, damn, this what you performed on the talent show? Like,
Real, because
Alright.
it was funny. Like us when we was younger, like I said, me, her grandson, we was just messing around, freestyling after school. We was really like we was some fake New York niggas for real. We was talking all the shit that we heard on them albums we listened to, and trying to incorporate that shit into what we was doing. And so it was a whole lot of
Some fake New York
faking
niggas.
flogging, man. I promise you, bro. We was just talking about we had cars and shit. We ain't even got no license yet. Like
Yo,
we
yo,
was
so-
doing so much, bro. It
so
was-
you saying like what y'all was talking about
yeah, bro.
was like, so you didn't emulate the style?
No, we ain't like the style.
Okay,
like, the way
I
we-
thought you were saying y'all just like
Oh,
some
no,
fake
like,
New York
no, we
niggas
didn't-
from like head to
no,
toe,
we didn't like
from the
wear
way
the
you speak
clothes.
and everything.
Right, we didn't like wear the clothes the way they wore them, or like wore boots with everything type
Right.
shit, or like had the lingo that they would use. Like,
Right,
nah,
okay,
it was more so
alright.
just the way that the flow pattern would sound.
Got you.
So
I
like,
mean, but New York was thumping when we was younger
Yeah,
anyway.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That was like king of the hip hop at the time, right? You know what I mean? So I get how you gravitated to that because that's all we was hearing anyway. No matter what channel you changed to, that New York shit was popping.
back then, we had the greats, man. We had Big J and
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mom D.
I mean,
and
but
all
you
them
gotta
guys.
you gotta
So them
think
was the
about
flow
but
patterns that I
Nas,
would emulate.
like you gotta think about all the other ones too. That the Lost Boys,
yeah.
you know, shit like that motherfuckers don't know about. Camp Low.
Yeah.
You know, shit that people don't know about. Like, we was listening to some heavy hitters.
That's why I was like, man, but to your point, me really trying to just sit there and I'm just trying to come up. That shit was so, it would just be one of them like, damn, I can't come up with 3 more lines, or I can't, you know what I mean? Just trying to start, like, I wanted to start the verse off cold, like how I expected Deck do, but then I wanted to end that motherfucker the way that Meth would do it. You know what I
Right,
mean?
I
So
hear
I'm
what you're
trying
saying.
to come up with all these things, and so what I would do, like everybody else, you might find that instrumental, you keep playing it and rapping over it and rapping over
Yes.
it. I just couldn't come up with nothing. And then over time, I just started gravitating towards the DJ shit because I thought that was cool how they was able to blend and
that
do
shit was dope.
everything. So I was like, yeah, I fuck with that more so than rapping. But then I see a guy like a Kid Capri who do it both.
Oh my
so I'm knowing it ain't far fetched that you'll get one off. I'm just. And eventually I will. I just gotta really sit there, take my time, put in my notes, come back to it. I just thought of this line. Because, you could be in the crib, bro. Like I said, you can be humming some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Come up with some words like, damn, that would sound cold. Damn, I wish I wrote that shit down.
Right.
That's another thing, too.
That's another thing, too.
Yeah, like I said, eventually, though, I'm gonna do one.
This shit's so advanced now. If you do forget that shit, you could be like, hey, Alexa, take this down in my notes, and then bitch will take all that shit down for you, and you still have your flow, So that shit.
That's why I said eventually though, I'm gonna definitely do one. I definitely.
Shit!
All the beats I be picking when I send them here,
I
be like, nigga, I need to keep these in the cut. Just listen to them, which one I want, which one sticks out to me, and then I can. But I definitely.
He gonna be Nate the Great, the artist, not the DJ or the motherfucking podcaster, y'all. It's gonna be an artist.
Overall chameleon shit.
Yeah, look out now.
A whole bunch of different titles. Who knows? But I ain't finna be out here crazy.
As long as you don't, I was just gonna say, Nate, come on, you representing no insurance.
Yeah, I
so
ain't
you
finna be
cannot come out here and start spitting.
I can't be acting under my age. Put it that way.
Yeah, you just don't want to spit no crazy shit on the microphone, bro.
Especially these days.
Yeah,
pause everything you say.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like, come on now. Everything don't have to be paused, but that just go to show you how a motherfucking mindset is.
Real.
But some of that shit do be sounding kind of peculiar.
Yeah, straight up.
You be like, hold up, that didn't come out right. Pause.
Like at the pizza, that's like at the pizza shop when I told about the name of that pizza.
Yeah,
bro, it's wild. I went back, got me the same one. I had to pause when I said it.
Wait, Nate.
Shit, fine, bro.
Nate, no.
That's my joint.
Wait, no. But the same exact pizza you got?
Yeah, man.
Nate.
Hey, man. I had to pause every time I ordered that joint.
And what was the name of this pizza?
The Meat Eater.
He would have got two.
Hey, man.
Oh, shit. Why you didn't want to try another one?
Shit, man. I don't do all the pineapples and all the other shit on pizzas, man. I keep it simple, man.
They ain't had like, I don't know, chicken. Let me get the chicken pizza. You know what I'm saying? Barbecue chicken pizza. You know what I'm saying? You ain't none of that.
Oh,
all right, cool. Well,
hey, I just told you I got to call this something different. You know what I'm saying? I got all the stuff that I want on the pizza.
Who took your order?
A woman.
Even better.
That's why I even had to pause this shit.
Bro,
I had her laughing when I paused that shit.
I knew her eyebrows went up when you said, "Yeah, let me get that."
I said, pause. I said that first, and then she kind of already knew what I was about to say after that.
Amazing. Yeah,
they go because when she saw them names on there, I was like, "Can I get the pause?" But she was like, "I know which one you want. I already know which one it is." So she just rung it up and then said, "What all you want on it?"
I mean, if you gonna pause on that, you gonna have to pause on the damn Pizza Hut one too. Meat lovers. Pause. Yeah, if you gonna keep pausing everything, you gotta pause on all that shit.
Oh man,
that's wild, bro. You can't even order food no more.
Right. Man.
What has the world come to?
That's what I'm saying.
Goddamn, put a pause button on every goddamn.
That's what I'm saying, Brian. You need to go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Rename that one. That's all. Just rename that piece of everything else. Regular sounding name or a catchy nickname or a movie title or something. But that one, nah, bro. I got it. Come on, man.
Nay, when you go back, get a calzone.
Hey.
Get a calzone, but don't let it be the meat one. Hey, man. Oh shit! It is tough out here, bro.
It really is.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I used to be able to walk up in and just order the shit like it was normal.
Times is different, man. The internet has fucked everything up. Not everything, but damn near.
Definitely put a lock on something. You like, fuck.
You can't go nowhere and say shit the wrong way because everybody gonna look at you like, what is he? They don't know which you like, women, men. It's gonna be all fucked up.
Yeah, man. Before we slide up out of here, man, who you shout out?
Shout out my lady. Shout out these kids. Shout out my niece Faith Nell. She been working. Keep on working, baby. Time is coming. Shout out Vega in the back always. You know, shout out to Iron Team. Shout out to No Insurance. Shout out my dog Nate. Man, shout out my brothers, sisters. Shout out everybody, the world, like you be saying. It's too many people. Shout out all these artists we done had on here. Shout out to people that's tuning in. Man, bro, just keep on showing the love. And please subscribe, y'all. Do that. And also, $50 interviews. It ain't gonna last too long. So y'all come on in while you can. Please do.
Definitely limited time.
Yeah, you know. A self-investment, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, everybody got to get to the money. We making it circulate, like I said. And definitely rest in peace to my mom and dad, man. I got y'all. Nate, who you got?
Man, shout out the world, of course, everybody in it, you know what I'm saying? Both my OGs, you know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody that wished me happy birthday. That was overwhelming, but that was beautiful, you know what I'm saying? For sure. You know what I mean? That's probably the most likes and happy birthday that I got from a lot of different people, man. So that was love. I appreciate that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Shout out E, shout out P. Shout out my dog T, of course.
You know,
shout out Vegas, always keeping us going, keeping glassing us. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
There's a lot more in store. Y'all just stick around, stay tuned, man. Please, you know, make that investment in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Like I say, y'all pay more than that for anything else. This ain't gonna hurt your pockets none.
But it ain't gonna be here too long.
Believe that.
I will stress that.
Believe it, for sure. And on that note, man, y'all know the slogan, man. Relax your mind, let your conscience be free, get money,
and smoke these trees.
I'll let y'all next time.
Yes, sir.